People often tell me that they are not interested in ritual practices, only in meditation or contemplation. But while it is true that ritual practices are secondary to the practice of contemplation in Dzogchen, nevertheless, through concentration, mantra and mudra, a practitioner can have contact with energy in a real, concrete way. I can perhaps most easily show what I mean by this by including here a story about something that happened during a long journey I made when I left Tibet for India, as the political situation in my native country steadily deteriorated, and I grew certain that a great upheaval was soon to occur. I was travelling on horseback from eastern to central Tibet in a party of four families that included about 30 people. Because of the presence of the Chinese troops, we didn't make use of the normal roads, but travelled by secondary routes. On these, there was further danger from many bandits who were taking advantage of the confusion of the times to rob groups of travellers. We had many valuable horses, and between the danger from the bandits and the Chinese troops, our journey was very difficult. At a certain point, we knew that bandits were following us, and we had 2 skirmishes with them. In the first, they succeeded in stealing some of our horses, and in the second, we captured 2 of the bandits. We learned from these 2 prisoners that their friends were planning to attack us in force, but we didn't know when, and in the middle of the vast open plain through which we were passing, there was nowhere to hide. I felt that the only thing to do was to summon the help of the guardians of the teaching, and so whenever we stopped to eat or rest, I would go into a little tent, and for hours I would practice a rite of invoking them. The danger increased daily, and a few days later, as I became more deeply involved in this practice, something strange began to happen. I seemed to see sparks coming from the big ritual drum as I sounded it. At first, I thought it must be a problem with my eyes, a hallucination, or perhaps some freak of friction between the stick and the drum. But when I called my sister, she too saw the sparks in the air around the drum. Then I called my brother and later my parents and the whole of our party. They all saw the sparks. We were sure that it was a sign that the bandits would attack that night, and so we tied the horses up away from the camp, while everyone stayed awake all night on guard ready for action. But no bandits came, and when I practiced the next day, the sparks were there as before. They continued to manifest day after day for nearly a week as we travelled, but then one day there were no sparks. This time we were certain the bandits would come, and we prepared our defences with great care. Sure enough, we were attacked by a whole band of them, but surprise was on our side, and we were able to drive them off without casualty to our group. From then on, they left us alone, and we travelled safely to central Tibet. So you see, even secondary practices can bring very definite advantages.